something better energy. Got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting. A curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working. I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit. I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch. I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit. Hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss. I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it. Cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent. Cause I'm so close, I can taste it. Wanted away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest, and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I'm prepared to get to the top, yeah you must beware. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. You got one shot.
Hello, hi, welcome to Right City Wednesday, and I really don't have a really good intro, so we're just gonna say hi to Nia and introduce yourself. And yeah,
Hi,
fine.
I'm Heather the Comedian all over the internet. I stream on Tuesday nights with writing sprints just like this, so you can do any productivity that you'd like to do and hang out with us. I also stream on Twitch, so I should be there Friday. That's not tomorrow. Friday, and in the middle of the Benadryl is kicking in. So I I should be there Friday around the middle of the day, 11, 12-ish. And I have scripting the book that I'm doing on Sunday. We're doing Treasure Island. I have allergies, and my allergy meds are not enough. So I also have to take Benadryl. And yeah, I'm here.
We're gonna have a
Yay.
loopy Nia by the end of the story.
No, I'm hanging in there.
Nah.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a thingamajig. Yay. Yeah, I don't know. Roy's here. He's adorable. He's glad that I'm back from the grocery store. And
I missed you, mother.
Yes. Let me put my paws on you. And then yeah, he woke me up early this morning, and so I read 3 poetry chapbooks at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, you could have texted me. We could have hung out and watched some Solo Leveling or something. But anyway. Oh, wait a minute. Your 1:30. Wait, your 1:30 in the morning is not my 1:30.
4:30.
Yeah,
Oh, I was still up.
4:30.
I was
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably still be up.
I was still up, but I was getting ready to go to bed. I'm trying to go to bed earlier, as in like by 5:30. It's still early. It's not 6.
I went to bed at 6 your time.
Okay. Yeah, I was in the bed. I was not asleep. I had trouble sleeping last night. I was not asleep by then, but I was in the bed by 6. I'm sorry.
But one of the ones I read was Low Bridge, High Water by our very own Portia Simmons.
Ooh,
Yay.
very nice.
So
cool.
good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did she sign that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Awesome.
Go Portia. Go Portia.
So I think I bought it from our KoFi when it came out. So
Mhm.
if you want some really good poetry, my favorite poem in here is An Inner Demon. That one was very good.
Wow, that's
But yeah.
awesome.
Ooh.
Anyways. Yes.
I know I've seen because she'll put video clips of her performing her poetry. So I've seen her perform some of her poetry before on her channel. So she's very good. I've never been good at the performing part. It's fun. But I ruined your intro, Laura.
That's all good.
Okay, I'm JC. You're here on my channel. I have videos and books and things, and we're just gonna go to the chat because y'all are far more interesting than me. Hi, Lise. Hello, Regina, and our Agent of Chaos. Randy, hello. Gina saying hello to all of us. Yes, earlier, Randy, because my normal bedtime was 6-ish, 6:30-ish, anywhere between that time. So I'm trying to scale it back to eventually when I can go to bed by 5. We're working on 5:30 right now, which I still haven't gotten down. So I'm a work in progress. I'm probably not going to go to bed any earlier than 5. So just holy mackerel, you are a true knight. I am. It doesn't even feel right to go to bed any time earlier than 5 unless I'm sick. When I'm sick is the only time I'll go to bed before then. Y'all making me feel like I'm a grandma going to bed at 11.
To be fair, I wasn't asleep by 11, but then some puppy woke me up.
He wanted you to be up with him.
No, he just wanted to go pee outside again.
Yeah, but he needed you to do it.
He doesn't do it when he sleeps with my parents when I'm out of town. He's totally fine to sleep through the night.
Because he'll know you'll get up. Would they even get up?
I don't know. They're on the second floor.
So he might feel like they might ignore him. He knows you'll get up. Yeah, I don't have a doggy door, or haven't built one for him yet. Built him a doggy door. Then he will just...
He won't even go through a regular door if it's only open this much. It's like, sir.
Okay.
You'll fit.
You spoiled him. It's not his fault.
Yeah. My husband tried to spoil Loki, and I was like, absolutely not. Loki would get up at like 4 or 5. I'm like, don't get up. My husband's like, but he said, I'm like, he'll lay back down. If you get up before the alarm goes off, you're going to be doing it every night. So my husband's like, no, I think he's really got to go. I said, no, if he really has to go, he will be in your face. He's just seeing if you'll get up. And
I get you.
Yeah. If my husband got up, and then the next day he did it again, and my husband's like, oh my gosh. I said, because you did it yesterday, now he thinks you're the person who's just going to get up and hang out with him at 4 o'clock in the morning. So now he doesn't do it anymore.
He's like, I know who to target. I know.
Yep. Learned. I was like, it ain't going to be me.
At least said I am the same. I used to go to bed around 5, but I've moved it back to 1:30. You can do it. 1:30 is just too early. That's not happening. I'm just telling you now. That's not. 5 to me seems early. So
I used to go to bed at 3, and then I pushed it. Now I go to bed at 1, except for when I'm on Benadryl. I can go to sleep before midnight. But yeah, I kind of fixed mine. So I usually fall asleep around 1:30 now.
When I'm not in a writing slump, like 3-ish is like my peak for creativity hours. Like I can't go to sleep.
Mine
then.
too. I have to find new peak. I haven't found it
I'm
yet.
not willing to do that. I'm not willing to do that.
It's not fun because I haven't found it yet.
You will.
I haven't. There's no time there's no golden hour like that. The 3 to that I don't know. I say 2 to 5 a.m. time is like golden for creativity. And I appreciate the sleep. I miss that creativity time.
I was about to start singing a song that I can't sing because I'll get dinged.
Oh.
Frankie Bailey, golden time. Anyway, Freddie said when I would dog sit my sister's dog, he got into the habit of waking me up in the middle of the night to pee and learned to just crush me until I wake up. Which isn't fun when you suddenly get a 70-pound weighted blanket. It's the way.
Well, he's like, you will get up.
That's not fun. 100% agree. 2 to 5 is peak creativity time. Yes.
It is.
You have to use it. You have to use it. Okay. It helps that I can operate on very few hours of sleep. If you cannot, then you might not want to stay up that late. Hi, Jessica.
Hi. Yeah, my internal clock, no matter what, I wake up around 7:30. And if I see the sun, if the sun comes up before that and I see the sun come up, I wake up. So if I go to bed at 5, I'm getting 2 hours of sleep.
Oh, there are so many times where I'm just like, I can see the sun. Let me go to sleep now. I can see the sun coming up.
If I see the sun come up, I just get mad at myself. I'm like,
Well, that's because in the spring
I
and the
can't go to
summer,
sleep. I can't
in the
nap.
spring and the
And I'm
summer,
like,
the sun comes up earlier than in the fall and the winter. So, like
Mhm.
6-ish, 6:30, the sun is starting to come up. And I joke with my daughter. I'm like, no, I gotta get in my coffin. The sun is shining. I'm burning. Like I'm melting. I'm melting. I'm allergic to the sun. It's fine. We were just talking about backstage earlier how Nia loves the outdoors, but the outdoors doesn't love her. And I'm the opposite. The outdoors likes me during the summer and spring because, the RA is a little better during the summer and spring, but I don't like the outdoors. So it's like the opposite. Um, all right, we're going to hop into a sprint. I have dinner to go fix and hopefully some beta reading to squeeze in there somewhere. And we're gonna do at least 2:45. I'm trying to squeeze in a 30-minute at the end. We'll see. We'll see how Nia's feeling and how Laura's feeling. Um, but for now, we will start with 45. And I don't have any questions. If I think of something, I'll pop it up. But probably not. But all right. And 3, 2, 1, go. did we in fact do the same thing? And we're back. I did fix most of my dinner. Suppose I did something. Nia's probably still fixing her dinner. She's having taco salad. Yum. Real quick, I'm gonna say hello to Shannon who came in. Hello, Shannon. Jocelyn. Heidi. Thank you for smashing the like button. Hello, Cool
Hi.
Gamer.
Okay. Hi, cool gamer.
Hi, Angela. Hi. How are you? And she's back. Have you made the taco salad, or is it still being in the
Yes,
process?
yes, it's cooked. Veggies are chopped. Beans have been seasoned and cooked, and yeah, but I have not eaten yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I was gonna say it could be a short chat break because there was no question, and I have nothing to. I have nothing to say. Laura, what did you get up to? Or Nia? Well, we know Nia was fixing dinner.
Yes, I fixed it.
I was beta reading.
Ooh, yeah. How many books are you beta reading at the moment?
Actively 2.
Hold up. I love the look that you just gave. Like, oh, there's so many. Hold on. I gotta think. Love that. Oh, well, people know that they can trust you with their work. So that's awesome. Yeah, as I said, I fixed most of my dinner. Not all of it, but, it's simmering at the moment. I'm fixing pepper steak. So the rice still has to
Nice.
be cooked. I like to fix the rice at the absolute last moment because I put it over the rice and it's just better when it's fresh. Um, Randy got back into why did God why do I be reading things so wrong? I
You
for
want me
some
to read
reason
it?
no I can read it as just initially I thought she said Playboy and I was like oh got back into my poly
Uh,
sports romance and telling
so we're,
myself fine it's not perfect. Randy, you missed it last night.
yeah, so I'm like, we're doing this again. Okay, I see Josie. Josie sees what Josie wants to see. Yes, yes, facts, facts.
I can't even say that you're wrong. Just because say 561 words of outlining and doing pretty good so far. I need to outline to at least chapter 22 today before I can write anything toward the actual story. I'm on chapter 21. That's fair. I still want to know how I thought she said Playboy. Okay, anyway, I do have a, a boy romance plot that's hidden, but F that I thought it said play. Never mind. I was
Mm-hmm,
like, oh,
mm-hmm.
but I did. In fairness, though, I did think it had something to do with her story. I thought she was writing about a playboy. That's what I saw. But okay. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
he's never gonna let me live that down. But I suppose turnabout is fair play because balcony
Yeah,
yoga.
exactly. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew
Completely
it.
different story. I can't even complain. I just, you know, I read things wrong. Oh wait, I have two. You have two what? Two stories about F boy romance? Playboy romance? What two stories do you have, Randy? I imagine you have a lot. Just, she just said yep. No clarification, just yep. I love that. Just, yep. Both of those. We'll go with that. Um, so Laura, is that what you're going to be doing for the next beta reading? Or for the night, per
Cooking
se?
dinner.
Huh?
Cooking dinner.
Okay. What's for dinner?
Spaghetti and garlic bread.
Oh,
Oh,
I want what you're having.
I'm making spaghetti tomorrow. I can't wait. I love spaghetti.
Got the financial fuck. I have a few, but I can't beat Mia.
What?
Wait, I'm sorry. Did I miss something? You can't beat
Just a
Mia.
number of stories.
Yeah, number of
Oh,
stories. That's
oh,
all. Just the number of stories
oh, okay, okay.
in
I was
general.
going to say, wait, what are we in competition with Mia?
Yeah,
Hold on.
no, we'll leave that at that. Right. Number of stories.
I don't know, Brady. You do have a lot of story ideas. No one can have as much as this is true. I feel like Nia could have a whole entire database and still have more that she didn't forgot to put in there. I don't know if there's a number that big. That's what she. Oh, never mind.
I feel like I'm
Anyway,
going to challenge myself now, but I think that would be a bad idea. Like, give myself, like, how many story ideas can I come up with in like 5 hours?
the real question is, how many are you currently working on? Like actively working on at the same time, Nia.
Um, okay, like 4 stories, but they all kind of go together, and then one other story that doesn't have anything to do with the other 4. So
Did you write the newsletter story?
that's one of them. Because I changed that story because I was like, I don't want that to be the email story.
Like, oh no, this is too good. This can't be the email story. I can't.
I
say
was like, I
anything 'cause
can't give this one away for free. What? Oh, did I freeze or did you see froze? Okay. Is she froze still?
Yeah.
Okay. She's unfroze.
Okay. Am I back?
Here. Oh, there we go. Yes.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay.
Mostly.
I was gonna say I can't say anything because at the moment I'm kind of in a bit of a slump, so I can't really say anything. At least you're writing. So,
Sorta,
I've been
yeah.
writing poems.
huh?
Right.
I've been writing poems.
Roy
Laura,
is
you
so
have
cute.
been. Those poems, Laura. I don't know that you understand how good you are, and I just feel like we could never tell you enough for you to understand. But you are really. Those poems are really good. And I'm just like, I've been writing poetry all my life, and I don't think I've written anything that as good as some of these. I'm just like, I'm kind of feeling a little inferior, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. By no way am I the. I mean, I'm never going to be up there on Maya Angelou's level. So hey, you know, it's fine. But they're really good. I hope you publish them.
I submitted 8 of them to 2 different publications. So fingers
Okay.
crossed.
Now I really feel I need what are those public? I need to be submitting stuff. I said I was going to submit stuff this year, didn't I? I said that, and I have
One of
not.
them pays $300 a poem.
Shut up. Can you can
You
can I
better
get
start submitting.
can I get
Tracy.
the link?
It's an 8 to 9 month turnaround to hear back from them.
I don't
But
mind.
still,
I'm pretty sure whenever they get me well, if I was selected, if they get me $300, I'm still gonna need it. I'm not gonna need it any less. Ooh, 300 for a poem. When they start paying that much for poetry, I'm glad that they're
other
coming
ones are
around.
$150 a poem. But yeah,
When I started writing poetry, you could be lucky if they paid $10, 15 for a poem, because they was not really feeling poetry like that. So, right?
Not to mention the ones that were like, you pay us to publish your poem.
That
Yeah.
I'm glad people are coming around to poetry
Yeah.
and exactly what poetry means and what it can do. The F boy talk made me want to reread a vampire romance called Blood Kiss by Krista Tomlinson. Ooh. Laura, have you heard of this? Blood Kiss by Krista Tomlinson. We're just giving Laura new books to add to her list. Vampire romance. As referred by Jessica. Ooh, Grinder.
Oh, look at that.
That's an interesting.
All right. Yeah.
Oh boy. I do have.
so
a bit
you
of an
enter in your amount of lines and your word count, and select it to filter by pay scale, and then it'll tell you what's open right now for submissions.
Ooh, very
Nice.
nice. Thank you, Laura. I do really need to start submitting stuff. I mean, I guess I'm in a slump. Why not? Um, but I'm hoping not to be in a slump for much longer. But we're going to go ahead and get into. Oh my gosh, I wish I had a question. Just gonna get into the next rant because I need to go finish my dinner. Although I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to eat it.
Oh, someone's staring at you again. Oh dear.
She hasn't been as scary today as she was yesterday, but
But
still very much
scary.
alert.
Oh no.
I know that's not a word, but we're writers. We make stuff up. Anyway.
Yeah. But in this context, that word makes perfect sense.
Like if I was to sit at the table, she'd be standing over me. Never mind. We're not gonna. Anyway,
Oh boy. Wow.
we're just gonna go into a sprint,
Yeah.
and
Happy
hopefully y'all
thoughts.
get all the things done. Happy productivity. In 3, 2, 1, go. I know how to do things. Yes. Okay. How was that 45 minutes for you, Laura?
Dinner is cooking.
Yay!
Sauce is made. Garlic bread is ready to go in the broiler oven, and the water is on to boil for noodles.
Oh, it sounds so good. I want some. Why are you so far away? I could move to California. No, I really couldn't. I wouldn't even
It's
make it
so
out there.
expensive
But
here.
but it would be expensive for me to just try to make it out there. Nia, how'd you do?
I did good. I was listening to an audiobook and I ate my dinner. It was delicious. I want more, but I'm gonna slow my roll.
Can you do? Is there enough for seconds?
There is,
Is there enough for seconds?
huh? What happened,
Am I
Casey?
on the delay? I said, is there enough for
Yeah, you
seconds?
were frozen a little and then you got a little choppy.
Oh, lovely internet. Hmm. Uh, I finished fixing dinner. I have not eaten it yet. So there's that. Um, we had Morgan popped in. Hello, Morgan.
Hi.
And Jessica said, latest music obsession, Sucker Punch by Fletcher. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's lovely. Angela said, may the words be with you all. Good night, Angela. I think that was a good night. Lee said, yay, I'm finally done plotting, outlining. I have a couple of documents to update, but after that, it's straight on to drafting. And
Nice.
congratulations, because I know you wanted to get that done. When you said on your Twitch stream earlier that you wanted to get that done. Morgan ate dinner, and I'm currently working on finishing up an edit. What's for dinner? Randy, about 800 words and getting two in my head about how much sports do I have to put in a sports romance. Basically, overthinking everything like always. I wouldn't know anything about sports romance. I think Nia might be the one that might know that answer.
There's a variety. There's a
Yeah.
spectrum.
You got to put something in there about the sports. Sometimes the athlete is like on vacation, so it's hard to put the sport in.
Or they're
But if
injured.
you can, yeah,
Or
or
getting
they're
physical
in,
therapy. I was about to say.
yes, the physical therapy one. Um, so it just depends on what you're doing. Are you just what you don't want to do is just say, "Hey, he's a hockey player," or "Hey, he's a basketball player," and then that's it. And then you know what I
And
mean?
then
No
never mention any
references.
hockey or basketball
Exactly,
reference
exactly.
at
No
all.
basketball references, no teammates calling, no nothing. You don't do that. Don't do that. So it just enough that it makes sense for the story, but some people do want a little bit more of the sport, but you don't need to do like every other chapter they're at a game. You don't need to do that.
I watched a video of this metalhead guy critiquing a romance book, a super spicy romance book between a photographer and the lead singer of the metal band. And she's supposed to be like the photographer for the concerts and stuff. And it would do like all like the romance stuff leading up, concert cut. After the concert, here we go. And it's like, what?
Like that's all I get.
Like skip the whole concert.
You
She's like,
skipped
go
the
back to
concert
one
part?
second.
That's her
Randy said,
job.
I'm
That's his job.
right. Grace, like I'm currently writing a match because I figured I need to write at least one, but it's volleyball and I'm struggling with writing the scene. Have you ever played volleyball? Do you watch
Have you ever been
volleyball?
What?
spiking
Yeah,
balls?
watch some
Yeah,
matches.
watch.
Watch some
Yeah,
matches.
I mean, well, it should be easy to find some matches on YouTube to watch or any sports
Yeah.
related. sports streaming. I don't know. I don't know if you have ESPN, but do they
Watch
come
some
on ESPN?
matches.
Maybe not.
Pull some up, watch some matches, watch how the players interact with each other while they're playing the sport, and watch how they interact when they're on the sideline, like cheering for each other. And those are just little details where you don't have to get so nitty-gritty about the sport itself, but details you can add in. Someone, the teammates are whistling and shouting from the sideline, or they're all holding hands, or whatever, something like that. So you don't have
Volleyball
to be
is
like,
kind of a big sport, though. I mean, it's not as big as
yeah, oh yeah.
basketball and football, but volleyball
I
is
love
pretty
watching.
big.
I love watching volleyball. It's intense. My
So
girls play
Randy,
volleyball.
I would use as much technical language as your POV character would use. If
Mhm.
your POV character is not the volleyball player for that scene, you don't need the technical terms because they don't know them. But if your
Mhm.
Right.
POV character is the player, they have the technical knowledge and they would use those terms.
What Laura said, because Laura's smart and she knows things. But yes, all of that. And what these and I've been lurking, but I feel like y'all are manning me without even. You're
No,
not gonna.
nobody
I,
mentioned
I'm
it.
not gonna say that I've thought about you
Nobody.
for a hot second. And your what's the dribble?
Yeah,
Uh,
what's a dribble? I remember that. I no.
it could be off season, but off season you still need to mention something about the sport that
Yeah.
I mean, well, if it's off season, would it really be a sports sport? I don't know. I don't know about this job. Yeah, no dribble needed, no layup needed either. Apparently, because we're not going to talk about that. CD, you called yourself out, ma'am. You
Mhm.
ma'aming yourself.
Mhm.
Better yet, the athlete can be hurt. We covered that, but you still would need to know some manner of some terms. And also, I don't want to skip over the fact that Morgan did tell us what she had for dinner: pork chops and potatoes. Yum.
Oh, I like pork chops and
And
potatoes.
also that Jessica did 540 words of outlining in chapter 21. I was about to say two. Is gonna just be a long as fuck conversation, which is fine because it's catching up Christopher Santa to what's going on. Nice. Back to the sports romance. Hold on. Yeah, we
Up one,
covered
up
that.
two,
Also,
Randy's
there's a
first
lot
one.
of oh. I'm sorry. Thank you. Like she knows some about sport, but I don't want readers to be turned off because I get a bit more technical. But if they're reading a sports romance, don't they know what they're getting to? Again, not my genre,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like they know what
Yeah.
they're getting into. If they're reading the sports romance, they're reading it because they like that sport. Like I don't think somebody would read a hockey romance if they didn't like hockey on some level, or a basketball romance if they didn't like basketball on some level.
Right.
And then the next one was also there's a lot of volleyball romances out there, so I can't find a lot of reference. There aren't a lot. There are
Read.
not.
Yeah.
But that means it's
Read a
perfect for you to write
basketball.
it then.
Yes. Read a basketball, read a hockey, or read a couple of them. Get a good variety, and and play in that range when you're writing your story, because it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same. You
But
know.
also that means somebody might be looking for your book. They're like,
Yeah.
wait, I see
Yeah.
a hockey, I see a basketball, I see a football. Where's volleyball? That's my sport.
But I think she means not a lot of references to see how
Well,
much is
no,
a
yeah.
good amount. But yeah, read some of the other sports romances and get a
And
good
watch a
feel.
real match. Watch a
Hmm.
real match.
Use
Go
the terminology that whoever the announcer is, use that's some terminology that you can use.
and as D knows, you can Google the terms in volleyball. Also, they're right. People reading sports romance want sports.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um. And hello, books by is it Bea? Bea? Hi. Let me know if I'm saying it or which way to say it. Working out, or practicing training could work. Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah. And Jessica said just because it's off season doesn't mean the players don't continue playing. They've got to keep it up throughout the year. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a routine for when they're on season, and there's a routine they have
there's
to do when they're off season.
conditioning. Yep.
B. Okay, hello. Hi, B. What are you working on this evening? But yeah, there's off season and health regimens, and I don't. I'm not. Um, I'm not that
Training
big on.
camps.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I lost words. I'm kind of banking on getting a decent ranking because the niche is real small. But I guess I just need to fix it when I get beta feedback. Yeah. Also, don't make me rewatch the Japan versus Italy game. I know there's other matches. I'm just still salty. I don't know who won or lost, so I don't know what happened in that game. What? I take it that Japan lost. Uh, I'm working on a monster romance novella. Ooh, I'm about 25 or 100 words in. Very nice.
All right. That's a good start.
Yeah, it's a good amount of words in. How do both of y'all feel about another sprint, or are y'all? I don't know.
I don't think my mom's home yet.
So 30
So,
minutes.
sure.
Okay.
She might be back by then, but
I mean, if you have to go, Laura, I shall miss
Mhm.
you. But you must go eat.
Yeah, sustenance is kind of important.
Very important.
Okay. Now I'm
Oh,
back.
you're thinking of
Also, Jessica said, meet. Huh? Am I back? Am I not back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. We must be on a
Okay.
delay for you.
Jessica also likes the fact because my internet is not supposed to suck this bad. But anyway, it's fine. Jessica's also loves monster romance. So, yay. I think Laura loves monster romance too.
Mm-hmm.
I told myself I was going to finish a chapter. Did you finish the chapter?
Reading or
You just said
writing a
you told
chapter.
yourself that part too. Yes, feed yourself, Laura.
Yes.
Stacey's internet's acting up because she's actually on the way to Laura's to get. I mean, Randy, if it was possible, I would be on my way. I would stop at Nia's first because taco salad, and she's closer. Actually, I could get to Nia's. I could drive to Nia's. But anyway, Nia hasn't. Nia doesn't like strange people in her house.
You are not strange people.
Okay, thank you. I'll remember that when I call you up and be like, "Hey, Nia, guess where I'm on my way to?" Yeah, you guessed it. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't spring that on you. I'm a planner, so you know that wouldn't happen. I can't spring stuff like that. That I need to plan things out thoroughly. Anyway, we're gonna get into a sprint before Laura leaves me. I haven't written a word, JC, and just had cereal and watched the ambiance videos. I found this Paris
I
ambiance
was
video.
hoping.
I hope so too.
Randy. Yes, that part. It's like JC,
Okay,
you worked through.
I would never,
But now
ever.
I'm questioning things.
I would never show up at anyone's house at 3 a.m. That's just rude. I would never do that. Even if they were a person who was up at that hour, I just wouldn't. That's not good etiquette.
One time we were driving to Calgary to go see the Calgary Stampede, and we have second cousins around there, and so we were staying at their place. But because of traffic and whatever, we ended up getting there after midnight. So it was like 1, 2 in the morning. And so they fixed us a charcuterie board. They're like, here, eat something before you go to sleep. It's like, thank you.
Well, that's so sweet, but they're family though, right?
We don't care
Yeah,
what time.
second
Yeah.
cousins.
And while I may consider Nia family, she may not consider me family. So I wouldn't just pop up at her house. Like,
It's the 3 a.m. of it all.
yeah, I wouldn't do that to anyone at all. And I would hope no one, once I get home again, would do that to me. I would hope not. I wouldn't mind 3 a.m. if it was planned in advance. Like
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
tell me, okay, hey, I'm driving and we're gonna get there around this time, then I know in advance that okay, this is the time I'm looking at. But not just
yeah.
show up now.
Yeah, I've
Come
had family that are coming down from Baltimore that have been like, "Hey, we gotta wait till so and so gets off of work, so we're not leaving till 8 or 9." So we're like, "We're fine. We'll leave the door unlocked. It's North Carolina. We do that here." Wow, is that a surprise?
First of all, I don't have
Is
good
she
enough internet on
screaming?
any device for that to be possible. But
One
I'm glad
time
you
we were
think that I
late
do.
and we were lost trying to find our hotel in a different state. And we were driving, I'm like, we're in a cemetery. Like,
Oh no.
where's the hotel?
Laura, but why do I think that you
Oh,
wouldn't hate that?
Hmm?
Why do I think that you wouldn't hate that?
I didn't. The hotel was on the
See,
other side of the cemetery. We found it.
I would be creeped out, but Laura would be like, "Ooh, a cemetery. Let's see if I can
You can
find some
still
like
relatives
head
it's
here."
towards it.
GPS says this is where you're staying.
We were using
Like,
the GPS.
yeah, GPS is like you're here, and you're like, "What?"
For the cemetery, did Laura book this hotel?
We're
It
looking
was
at Laura
cheap.
like, "Okay."
I
We
bet it
just got
would
to
be cheap.
vacate before the
We're
actual
almost
body
dead.
arrives.
Pick your
Okay.
coffin.
Ooh, I need one that's gonna fit all of me in there. That's all. I don't want to be squeezed in. I want to fit comfortably. Okay. We're gonna get sprint in 3, 2, 1. Last sprint for all the marbles. Go. We are back. Or I am back. I'm all alone. Think I'm
I'm back.
alone now. Oh, no, no, me is here. Yay, I'm not alone. How'd you do, Nia?
I did fine. I listened to an audiobook and I'm eating a piece of friendship bread for dessert.
Ooh, friendship bread? Is that?
Yeah.
I don't think I know what that is.
It's I think it's just like a cinnamon yeast bread, and what you do is someone makes a starter basically, and they put the
Mhm.
starters in a bunch of jars, and they give it to you. Just hand it out to friends, right? And then when
Oh,
it's ready, you divide it into like 4 pieces. You make yours. You put some flour and sugar and stuff in, and you make yours, and then you give the other ones to some friends, and it keeps going.
so sweet.
Like you can keep one and then give the other starters to your friends, and then it just keeps. Yes, friendship bread. That I don't know what it. I
I've
don't know if it
never heard of that, but I love the concept. I love. Oh, that's so
maybe
sweet.
it has another name, but just in North Carolina, that's what we
I want
call it.
some
I don't.
friendship bread.
But it's just like a yeasty starter that you divide it, and I don't. It's got to be something else, but just someone said, "Hey, I can divide it and give them to friends."
Good night, Angela. Thank you for coming. Uh, hope she answered your question about what friendship bread is. I too did not
Yeah.
know what this was, and now I
And
well,
you can make with it. You can
oh,
make a loaf of bread, or you can make some muffins.
nice.
And it
Also,
just kind of
Shannon went
keeps
on
going,
bed.
keeps going.
I
Yeah.
don't think she's still here, but
Hi.
just in case. Hi,
Yeah.
Shannon. Wow. I've never heard of that in all my years. No, I've been around for a lot of years.
Let me see if I can look up what it's actually called. Let me see.
It might be called that. I like that term
Laura,
though.
I,
Even if it's not
I was
actually
going to say
called that,
Laura may have heard of it.
even if it's not called that, I want it should be called that. I like that. Jessica got 314 words for that sprint, putting me at a total of 2,858 for the day.
Oh, yeah.
Nice job,
Wow.
Jessica.
Whoa.
That's
That's a good
amazing.
day. I like that word count. That's a good
Randy
day.
got Randy. I don't know
No
why I was.
jest.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I was waving just now. I'm so sorry.
Randy fantastically got
Yes,
160 words.
160 words, but made it the last set of this match and got 1,254 for the stream.
Woohoo! Yay! Look
Nice
at you
job.
guys
Look at you,
go.
Randy. Look at you. Amish friendship bread.
Yes, it is Amish friendship bread. Yes, Jessica.
Nice. Stacey's trying to kick me out. First of all, Randy, of all the people, you would never be one of the ones. I wouldn't kick anyone off, but if it would never be you. Oh, uh, B got 304 words for that sprint. Very nice. It's said to sort of link all the way back to the original loaf starter chain of friends. Oh, that's
Yes.
so nice. I
Yep.
like this. So, do you like have? Is this bread that you got from a friend? They gave you the bread, and or are you giving
Yeah.
bread to other friends?
I have gotten it from friends, and then like this one, I just made this one, but I can get another one if I want.
Hi, Lindsay. Okay, so another
But you
question.
can, but I have made it and passed it on, but it gets to be a lot when you're passing it
I have
around
another
your friend
question.
group. Uh-huh.
Am I legally allowed to be kicked off? No, you're not. After all, I was a scapegoat when the combo goes south. I wouldn't call it scapegoat, but I'm given stream title position change. Sorry, exactly. That's why you would never be kicked off
Never.
ever. We want to keep you around, Randy. One of these days, we're going to get you up here with us. I'm just saying,
Mhm.
if you're interested.
Mhm.
Author Jessica has it. That's what I've heard it called as well. Good night, Angela. Have a good night. Um, so I have a question. Is this spread that can be sent via mail? The starter.
I
Can
don't
it?
know.
Because if so, like, can you like PO Box 501. Like, send me a starter.
I
I mean, I feel like you
know
would
the
live here fairly close because you live very close to me. So just say, you know, a starter
is
bread
it
would be a good way
friendship
for me to
bread
start
if
making
you
bread.
but is it friendship bread if you accidentally kill your friend because the bread spoiled while it was being shipped to you?
Okay.
I don't know.
Uh,
But yes, it is Amish because I was like, I know it's called something else. It's called Amish
it's the
friendship bread.
intention, Nia. It's the intention.
The
Doesn't say
intention was to
goodnight.
be a friend, not
Is
to
this
poison
bread
my
that
friend.
can be acquired when someone shows up at your house at 2 a.m.? Okay, I'm glad you dialed it back to 2 a.m. and not 3. We're getting a little we're getting further back now. That's good. Stretching my fingers, ready for some sprints. Okay, we just did our last sprint. I'm so sorry, Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay, no.
Oh,
Lindsay's like, I'm ready.
so
We're like, we're
sorry.
done.
Oh,
Oh
but I do
no.
not have it in me to do another one. I'm so sorry. Oh, oh, I'm so sorry. I wonder, is there anyone else on? Do you know if there's I can't. My internet is so funky right now. I
I
can't go
don't know.
look.
Sounds
Like a cozy
let me
mystery.
look and see.
Oh, you
I'm
mean
like,
killing
Lindsay's like,
someone?
I'm here, I'm ready.
I'm so sorry. Let's see. That might be Italian mafia friendship. Okay,
Right? That's
theoretically,
not the kind of friendship
Nia
you want.
lives basically 4.5-ish 5-hour drive from me. I feel like it would not take that long to get here. It
She's
should
like, I
not go
can make
bad.
it.
It should not go
Okay.
bad. I'm just saying.
Rhiannon with Night Owls is streaming.
Ooh, okay. I don't have it. Let me see if I can find
That's
the
the
link.
only one I can see.
And of course, I'm gonna start freezing because I've gone over to the other tab now, and StreamYard no longer likes it when I do that.
Cozy Mystery, Death by Bread. Oh, that is so, yeah, that should be our author tube group story.
Oh no. I think Nels. Oh my gosh, what is the name of
Okay,
the?
here's the one.
What?
This is Rhiannon. Who else do you see? If you see it.
I see Nels. Nels next chapter, but she's doing rest and relaxation sprints, but it's still sprints. But it still sprints with a timer, so I don't. I mean, she might be resting and relaxing, but I don't think she restricts anyone to what they can do. But I see hers. Let me see. Do I see anybody else? I do not see anyone else. I'm so sorry, Lindsay.
I know. I feel so bad now. If I wasn't on drill and about to fall asleep, I would say, JC, go for one more, but I can't make it. I know
And if
I'm
I
not going to make
wasn't
it.
like mentally tapped out, I would say, Nia, sure. Oh, also, again, Nia, back to this, you sending me some bread. Starter bread. Oh no, the facade's gonna be ruined. We're gonna see the green screen and JC's in her car.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
man,
like,
I
was
love you.
that
You
did
so
I just
much.
get a glimpse of I think I just got a glimpse of a welcome to North Carolina sign. What was that? What was that
You saw
in your
nothing.
background?
Cozy Mr. Death by Bread. Jessica, you should write that story. I mean, poison in the ooh. I mean, if I was gonna write a cozy small town mystery, like Hallmark style, that would be a good. I'm just saying.
Mhm. But
That
if
would
everyone gets a piece of if everybody gets a piece of the friendship starter, because it gets divided up, how is one person's poisoned?
I mean,
What happens?
if you're gonna poison it though, let me know. I'll give it to my mother. Sorry.
You said that out loud on the internet. We're just kidding.
Yeah. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Joking.
Sorry, Mr. FBI man. We were just joking. Because there are some people, real life people.
Joking.
There's some real life people near that have recently killed grandparents and some parents on the news. And I'm like, whoa.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, you didn't hear the story about
No.
the dude that killed his I think 86-year-old grandmother or something
What?
like that.
Tell this
Yeah,
grandmama? Why?
grandma. And it's some story that I heard about some people that killed their no, I think that was another grandparent story. So no
What?
recent parent
What
killings.
did the grandparents do? Housing market
Friendship
must be
bread.
rough.
You have to go through the friendship bread chain to figure out what the. Oh, I mean, but that would make a good story for like a mystery
Yeah.
story.
Hmm.
If it got like by the time it got to yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't give me ideas. I can't even work on the ones I got. It could be an allergy that one of the friends has and nobody else does. And then maybe the
And
friend didn't
it
know
was
that they had
never.
that allergy.
No, but what if it was an allergy, but it was never the friend had gotten the bread before and there was no problem. Somebody added it
Oh,
because
like
the
a
friendship
nut
bread
allergy, a
recycles
nut
around
allergy or a
and
seafood.
someone
Why would you
put
put
something
seafood
in
in
it
bread?
that all of a sudden
Why would you put seafood in bread? That wouldn't work. But a nut allergy would be a good because nut allergies are
a
very,
little bit
very
of coconut oil or something.
bad too. I thought that's what we're here for, giving new ideas. I think, but to procrastinate from the idea you're supposed to work on. Love it.
Mhm.
Yes, I love it too. Mm. Nia,
Mm.
friendship bread. To add to the next plot buddy combo board,
Good
Nia.
sticking it on my plot bunny combine.
Friendship bread. Okay. Well, I was trying
Mhm.
to stall really to wait for Laura to get back to do the outro, but um, we really should go before we have too many more plot buddies and accidentally kill someone. Oh, anyway. No, Mr.
If
FBI.
it happened, it would be totally accidental, but
Mm-hmm.
we are talking about it
As the
purely
nut.
speculatively
Oh, nut
about our
flour.
writing.
Nut flour into the
Mhm.
bread flour and mix. Okay,
Oh,
that's good.
almond flour. Yeah, yeah,
When I
yeah.
get to working on this cozy mystery, I'm coming back to you. I hope you remember some of these things. It could work and make a wonderful little novella. It could. I like this idea. Oh yeah, food allergies are a great way to hide a poison and give plausible
Mhm.
deniability. Look, I didn't know they were allergic to this. How
Yes,
was I
I
supposed to know?
do.
And then the police are like, "Y'all been best friends for 15 years. You didn't know, really, ma'am? That seems a little suspicious."
Yeah, what they did though was that they tricked a new person in the friend group. So when the new person went to make their bread, they said, "How do I make it?" And they said, "Oh, you can just use some almond flour and
That
coconut oil." And she goes, "Okay." And she knows eventually that's going to get down the chain. But innocent person who's brand new and maybe only in a part of this friendship group, not in the whole friendship group
has no
or in the
idea.
other half, has no idea. While evil one is out there plotting to get her revenge because Becky showed her up at the last potluck. Becky made that
And
carrot
then Becky
cake
with the good
and she
hair.
knew she was making a carrot cake and Becky's carrot cake was better, and she's been bitter ever since. Oh my gosh, I really could just come up with stories nonstop.
You know
Oh,
what,
this,
Nia? I think you should write that. That was so good that I think you should write it. Oh, and to go in the theme, like if you make this a series and all. So the friendship break could be the first one, right? And then like you could do a gardening one, the
mhm.
next one, like because somebody
That reminds me, I was watching a gardening murder mystery and I forgot about it. Oh no, I need to find that.
the definition of petty.
I think it was a garden club or something. I need to
It's
find
so
that.
wonderful. The definition of petty is so wonderful.
She accused
And then
her of
she accused
buying.
her of buying and not making that carrot cake. The audacity.
The audacity. You know that she went out of town to that bakery and got that cake. You
Or
know
did
she
she?
did.
Dun dun dun. Okay, anyway.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
We're
She
gonna
didn't, but she's very upset.
Oh, that's what it is. Gross Point Garden Society. I've been meaning to put
Yes.
this on my list to watch too. And it's the girl from How to Get Away with Murder, isn't it? I can't think of her real name. But yeah,
Yes,
the girl
yes,
from How to Get
yes.
Away with Murder is in that one. I'm like, she's one of the reasons I want to see it. I was like, oh, that's gonna be so good.
Yes.
How about we all do these little? Each of us write a little novella and sell them as together. You know what?
Well,
Why
that
don't
might be
we make a
fun.
little author tube collect? I mean, I know author tube has their sections that do anthologies, but we can do our own cozy mystery anthology.
Randy.
She didn't even go to the local bakery. That was food, a lot food. Sometimes them grocery store cakes be good though. I'm just saying. I mean, not they don't be murdering people, but friendship bread murder collection.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
mean,
so
there's
cute.
banana bread. There's so many different kinds of bread that you could go through in this peanut butter friendship. I mean, not peanut butter, Lord.
Oh,
I
peanut
had
butter
peanut
bread.
butter on my mind apparently. Just a bunch of cozy little things. One with baking, one with gardening, one with knitting and crafting. Ooh, I'm guessing that's gonna be yours, Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Just a guess. Was it the knitting
Mm-hmm.
needles? Oh my god, I just saw this FBI episode where the chick was going around killing men with knitting needles because
What?
she could get them into the bars and stuff because the metal detectors wouldn't get set off because it's a knitting needle, and
Mm-hmm.
metal detectors only go off on certain types of metal. So she was sneaking the knitting needles in with to the bar with her, and she would just it goes back to some SA trauma she had, but she was
No.
like if she got hit on by a married man, that would be her target for the night. If she got hit on by a decent guy, she would leave him alone. But if it was a guy who was like just trash and straight up garbage,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, stab him with a knitting needle
There
and
is there is a Death in Paradise episode where I sorry to spoil it, but a knitting needle was the culprit. I'll just say that.
stop. Really?
Yes. Yes.
I love that because no one would
Because
ever
I
understand
saw that.
that.
I'm like, I know she did it. It was probably an accident, but I don't know how she did it.
Was it really
And
an
that was
accident
how.
though?
I was like,
Well, was it
oh,
really an accident though?
it was. She was very
Sorry, I did
sad.
not just or laugh.
Not everybody's trying to kill their mother.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, me. I didn't say anything like that.
It
Anyway.
was a mother-daughter situation. It was an accident.
Oh, okay.
She was very sad. It was a
Was she
knitting
though?
needle.
Was she really sad, or was those fake
She
tears?
was. She
Because some
was.
people can cry on cue just like that, and you don't know.
And then the mother was trying to protect her because she knew it was an accident.
Yeah, but we pass along the starter to the next person, and it sort of builds and follows. I don't know. I'm here to throw ideas out, and Nia comes up with 10 ideas from. You really do come up with like 10 ideas from one. I love it. He ran into my knitting needle 10 times.
Oh
I
my.
mean, sure, accident. I feel like it would have to be something more unexpected, like lacing the yarn skein with, or something with some, like ours. Okay,
Yes.
first of all, why is it that was where your mind went, Jessica? Have you thought about? Have you given this some thought?
Yes. Oh, Jessica, your story is gonna be good.
Second of all, I love it. I
It
love
could
it.
be okay. It could be that the main OP or whoever was waiting for a special order of yarn to come in, and the other person snuck in, knew she was waiting for it. It's very rare, and she bought it before her. So when she got there, she couldn't get it. So she sneaks in, dippy dabs it in a little arsenic, lets
Smack
it dry, and just watches as she's knitting this blanket that she's so excited about, and just like bragging that she got this special yarn, and she's just getting slowly sicker and sicker.
Ooh. Ooh, a slow poison. Ooh, that's
Yes.
terrible.
'Cause she's like, the longer she knits this blanket, and then
Shut
when
up.
she's just about to finish the last stitch, she croaks.
Shout out to the lurkers who are getting ideas to commit. Just a reminder, please don't credit
All
us for those
about
acts. We're
story
just brainstorming here.
ideas.
Oh, okay. So
Only
our anthology
story
should be
ideas.
called "Cozy Accidental in quotes, Murder Mysteries." Okay. Author Tube anthology style. I don't know. I have no idea. We're just spitballing here. Oh, I love this though. Ooh, what if the knitting needles were laced with something? Never mind. Mm, 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 mm. And also the person as they knit it, because when you knit, I'm not a knitter. I don't know. When you knit, does your hand touch the needles? Your hand touches the needles, right?
Yeah,
Not
you're
just past
flipping.
the
Yeah,
edge, but like the needle part, like the long part. Do they? I don't know. I don't knit. So I'm like, what if someone laced the long part with some kind of slow acting poison? So as the person's knitting this blanket over time,
you just have to make sure that no one else. She doesn't let
oh
anyone
Lord's
borrow
back. Oh my
her.
gosh.
You would
Hey,
just have to make
I
sure
was
that
stalling.
yeah. You would just have to make sure that she doesn't let someone else use her knitting needles. That's why I was like, if you lace the yarn, she's not letting anybody else use that yarn because she snagged that very rare special yarn.
Okay, so Laura, to catch you up, because I don't think you were listening while you were in the kitchen. Um, we got on. Nia was having some friendship bread, and so we had started talking about what friendship bread was and the chain that. Well, Nia explained it so much better. I would not do it. I would put it in her.
Laura, you know what Amish friendship bread is, right?
Do you share your starter?
Yeah, you share the
Yeah.
starter.
So I asked Nia to send me some a starter bread and friendship chain, and she's like, I don't want to kill you though. And so then that spawned this whole idea of murder mysteries by bread. And I was like, ooh, we should do an author tube anthology. With us as cozy accidental murder.
Well, people used to think tomatoes were poisonous because they would get sick when they ate them. That's because they used to serve them on platters that were made of lead. And people would be getting lead poisoning. So what if you baked your bread in a lead tin? In like a
Well, that's different.
Ooh.
We were just thinking food allergies that, you poison people with, and you tell the new person, hey, you could put some peanut oil in this. They won't. They will love it. And then really you're killing the person. Oh, and
You're
we
killing
thought
your
about
nemesis.
and we
Yeah,
thought about the gardening and the knitting needles, and Jessica said something about lacing the skein of yarn with arsenic. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
oh,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
oh. So yeah, we were just having a whole ball, and we were supposed to say goodbye a little while ago, but
We were.
this is
Then we
getting
got
too
on a
fun.
tangent.
And as Randy said again, shout out to the lurkers. All these ideas. I love this though. Cell block tango. Ooh, I'm gonna have to pull that up
okay.
and watch that.
So the tomato plates were made of pewter,
Oh,
but because of the acidity of the tomato, it would leach the lead out of it.
oh, so they
Oh
got
So
the lead
you
wow.
make a
poisoning.
pewter bread loaf thing and then make it some type of acidic bread. I didn't know.
Like whoopsie. Oh, poisons everybody at the
Granny's bread.
potluck with her pewter plate.
Granny's bread pan that you didn't know was lead.
With lead. I had no idea.
And now coincidental get massive life insurance payout by your cheating husband. Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
that's a whole different other angle.
Mm-hmm.
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 Well, now that Laura's back, so we can actually do some manner of outro. I was actually stalling, and then we just kind of went spitball a whole bunch of ideas. Nia came up with like 10 ideas from one, as she tends to do. But Nia, tell the lovely people where to find you. I
Hold
think
on,
you gave Christy the book.
I'm eating
Oh,
my
I'm sorry.
friendship bread. Hold on.
Is it safe? I'm sorry.
You think it's friendship bread, it's really mortal
Oh
enemy.
no. Oh no.
Randy, you saw him his girly down there. I mean, I do want some friendship bread. I'm
Okay.
just saying. Oh, Laura could have gone first. Me is enjoying
Dinner
her
was
friendship
delicious.
bread that is not poisoned. That is not
It's
poisoned.
not.
I'm so glad dinner was delicious. I want some. You are a little further away. I can't get to you, but I want some.
And WandaVision would shrink it down way too much.
But now I'm thinking of
Okay.
cheating husband's lover who is friends with his wife, poisoning the bread and then it killing the hubby. But framing the wife.
Oh.
I'm here for this story. But she's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be working on Krampus. JC's next vlog, trying to get out of this mental slump by driving. You know, a good road trip is really it's really freeing for the mind. I'm just,
I love road trips,
Me
I
too.
except with this boy, where he
oh, because
cries
Oh.
and
he
cries.
doesn't like the road,
Oh.
He
right?
doesn't like being in the car very much. He's gotten better because we've taken him and driven him out to parks and gone hiking with him and
Hmm.
stopped at In-N-Out and given him a patty with cheese from my burger.
Oh,
So
that's so cute.
I got a 3x3 and gave him one of the patties with cheese.
Yes.
Oh, if I ever make it to LA or California, please somebody remind me to get an In-N-Out because I hear so much about In-N-Out, and I'm just we don't have that here. So would
Look
love
at
for
this
you.
handsome boy.
Look at Roy.
He's like, you
Oh,
mentioned
you
burger.
heard me. Hi. Hi,
Where's that? You
Roy.
mentioned burger. Where's my burger?
You're so adorable. Hi, Roy.
I love him.
Oh, he's adorable. My
He's
God.
so cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh, look at him. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, Alicia. I knew you was
Oh, he's
here.
gonna be a big boy.
Oh,
Hi, Roy.
so Elise, what's your murder mystery going to be? What's your
Sir,
contribution to the anthology?
why? Why? Why are you looking behind my ear? Stop it.
He's like, it's fun. He's like, fun
Oh.
times.
All right, Nia.
All
Where can the
right.
people find you?
You can find me Friday over on Twitch, and then Sunday around noon, you can find me on my YouTube channel doing. Our book club is going to do Treasure Island, so it'll be nostalgic and a lot of fun. And then, yeah, I stream on Twitch on Mondays and Fridays, and YouTube on Tuesday nights.
You know what's a travesty?
And every other Monday, what y'all doing?
Oh yeah, every other Monday we're doing our Brandon Sanderson class. Come take class with us. We had a lot of fun. We liked it so much. I'm like, why did we not do this before? This is so
Not
fun.
this coming Monday because they just did one, but the
Right.
Monday after that, right? What's Monday?
Yep.
I don't know what Monday that is.
We're doing
29th,
every other Monday, so the last Monday, 29th.
28th.
Yeah.
28th.
28th.
Oh crap! Yes. 28th. I have no dates. Okay, Laura.
Hi. I am fed and I have cuteness in my lap. Ah! Look at
Okay, but why am I about to put that in my banner for questions down the road?
because you need to.
Huh?
Because you need to.
Because I like that idea, and I'm like icebreaker question.
Incorrectly prepared fugu.
Okay. Now, what did you? I'm sorry. Laura's doing an outro. I'm interrupting. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I am applying for jobs. I have another job interview tomorrow. And then apparently the place my sister-in-law works is hiring. And so I'm
Ooh.
going to put my resume in and she'll put in a good word and we shall see.
So that would mean
Woohoo!
would you
15
move
minutes.
to Utah?
Huh?
Would you be
No,
moving to
no.
Utah, or
The
they
sister,
just?
her
Oh,
her
you said
brother's
sister-in-law.
wife. Yeah,
Mm.
sister-in-law, her brother's wife.
I was too busy typing the question, and I'm sorry.
We all live here. So, yeah. But that one will be full-time with benefits.
Yeah.
And it would be at a veterinary clinic. So I would get money off for
Oh,
Nice.
that's awesome.
So we'll see.
Yes. Crossing all the things. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
My
Cross fingers,
brain
wrists.
has been in poetry mode. So we'll see what happens. It's all JC's fault. JC and Morgan's stream's
I was
fault.
going to say, I don't think I was the only one.
Thank you, JC and Morgan. This is going
You're
to
the
be
one
amazing.
here.
But y'all, she's really, really good. And that was a lovely segue to me, because we're having poetry night on the 27th, Sunday the 27th, and Laura is going to come read one of the poems that she wrote during the workshop that we just did
Unless
last
I
Saturday.
got the stuff
Oh,
I had
unless-
done for yesterday.
yeah, unless-
I do working weekends.
If not, one of us can read it.
Or Laura could record herself reading it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that either. But because no one really reads like. Not only does Laura write so impressively well, but she also reads things impressively well too. So no one reads your poetry like you or your stories like you. So, but yes, Laura wrote a great poem during the workshop. She's written many great poems since then that I hope she comes and reads or has one of us read or reads herself via recording because she's really good. She's really, really good. Like, is there nothing you can't do?
And it's one that she's not going to be submitting for, then she can record it. You guys could play it, and then she could also upload it as a short.
Well, okay, Randy, I read my poetry on the poetry nights then when we do poetry night. But when I say performing, I mean like spoken word poet performing. Like you know how you see the spoken
Laura
word
gets
poet?
her inflections in the right spot and everything.
Yeah, I don't
know where she wants to do the emphasis.
Yeah, I don't do the whole inflection and everything, right? And then also I don't do like the spoken word type poetry because that's a totally different style of poetry and I wish I could do that, but I don't. And I probably wouldn't be able to perform it because I'd get stage fright and I'd get up on stage and run off. Anyway, but yes, you're on my channel. Again, we're doing poetry night on Sunday. The Google form is on both Morgan and I's community tabs if you want to sign up to come and read your poetry or have one of us read it. And what poetry goes completely over my head. No, see, you go back and watch the replay. It's on Morgan's channel of the workshop. We talked about how anyone can write poetry, and it really does help improve your fiction writing. Just saying. Mm-hmm. But anyone can write poetry. It's just about writing your feelings and getting your thoughts and feelings on the paper. It doesn't have to rhyme. It can rhyme, but it doesn't have to. That's the beauty of poetry is there are rules, but there really aren't any. And hence why I love it so much. But yeah, that's me. And I don't have anything else. If Tiffany streams tomorrow, I'll probably be on her channel. And if not, then I don't know. But yeah. Gonna say goodnight with the wave. I don't have a little Loki, but we have a Roy.
Roy. Bye.